showed you guys everything. I showed you guys my upsell. We scaled this one store, one product to $34,000. Hey guys, what's up? This is episode 12. Firstly, I want to start by thanking everyone that's been following this series and watching throughout all the way, because it's episode 12, so you guys are pretty deep in. So I want to thank you guys for watching and getting this far. My goal has been to just provide as much value as I can, completely for free, providing value and content that I wish to have personally had when I started my journey. And that's why I'm going to the extent to just give everything away. So I hope you guys are sort of enjoying this sort of series, and I put in a lot of heart and effort into making this, so I really want to thank you guys for supporting it. Before we get into the video, let's announce last video's winners for $1,000 worth of courses or consultant courses with me. The winner's here. If you guys want to qualify, all you have to do is drop a comment below, follow me on Instagram, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, hit the like button, and I'll be picking the best comment every single video. Other than that, let's get right into the video. So in this video, I go ahead and we start by finding a sort of cheaper supplier. When you sort of start scaling, you start finding a winning product, your next step is trying to get the cost of good as low as possible. That means finding the best and cheapest supplier. So I go to my import list and I find this sort of alternate supplier by this another supplier called Mentorship. And their price was drastically cheaper. They had cheaper shipping options. As a result, I switched out my current supply for them because that would have saved a lot of money over the long run. On top of that, on the back end, what I went ahead and did was I messaged every single supplier that sold this product, and I told them about the situation and how I'm getting 10 to 20 orders every single day, and I'm looking for a supplier that can give me affordable price plus affordable shipping, and if they do, I'm going to bring my business to them. And if they could price match or beat other competitors. I also reached out to my current supplier and be like, hey, as you can see, I'm currently doing a bunch of orders, can you lower the price? So that's exactly what I did. I ended up going with this different supplier which offered free shipping, which was a good deal since I was paying roughly $2 to $3 shipping on every single order, and this basically saved me $2 to $3 every single order. So this was a massive steal. So I went ahead and imported this new supplier onto Oberlo. As you can see, I overrided the current product, as you can see, and then it's pretty easy. Then had to select variants. Unfortunately, this supply did not offer silver. This supply did not offer the black variant of the watch. So what I actually went ahead and did was I reached out to the supplier and be like, hey, I love your prices. Are you able to offer the black variant? But for now, I sort of just used two different suppliers. I used one supplier for the black, one supplier for the silver. So it's a bit confusing. But luckily, I reached out to the cheapest and best supplier. They had very good reviews as well, and the supplier had a lot of a high percentage of positive feedback, a lot of orders, a lot of experience, and they were able to also supply me with the black variant. So I'm just going to fast forward now, as I'm just sort of switching out the variants. Is pretty boring things, but I was just using Oberlo, troubleshooting it and switching out different variants with different suppliers and linking it all up and sort of optimizing the landing page, as you can see. But if you guys want the full fast forwarded uncutted version, then the description below, basically for free, just for those who want to see the raw screen recording where I take you through everything step by step and it isn't sort of edited. As you can see here, I link up two different suppliers. One is Darren Watch Store and the other one is Mentorship Watch Store. I linked the Mentorship to silver and the Darren Watch Store to black. And then another pivot is I break it down to just two variants. I remove rose gold. I just do silver and black with the blue dial. That's it. So I keep it very simple. I break it down to two variants only. Now I optimize image, because every time you override a product, your original Shopify page, it gets sort of things get overridden and it stuffs up. So I'm just fixing it now, removing all the unnecessary images, and now I'm going to go ahead and test out if it's synced up correctly. So I order a product, it still links it to the old MINHIN supply, which is strange. So I'm like, what? How come it's not working? But then I think it's probably just because it's the old order. So I sort of leave it as is. But while I'm waiting for Oberlo to maybe refresh, and I see that the since it's an old order, I would have to wait for new orders to really test out to see if the new linking of the new supplier works. But while I wait for a new order to come in, what I'm going to do is I'm going to create worldwide lookalike audiences for all website visitors in the past 180 days. And I'm going to do the exact same thing as I did with the 95% view. So I'm going to fast forward now. If you guys want to find the raw recording, as I said, completely, basically for free, like it's hella cheap. Like this is my one upsell that I have. And if you guys want to have this whole raw recording unfast forwarded, check the description below, basically for free. All right, so now we're checking our dashboards. Today is already, yesterday we got $180, so we're doing pretty well. What I want to do now is I want to check all the analytics to really see the data of all our orders. So I go to my reports, then I go to click show all, click on sessions by location. Now I'm going to add in the purchase column because I want to see which countries had the most purchases. Like I'm trying to read the data and find where all the sales are coming from basically. So I sort it by sessions converted. I see that we're getting a decent amount of purchases from US, India, and all these other countries. What I plan to do next is create a lookalike audience with the 95% view. Since I have over 1,700. One tip is I only like to create lookalike audiences once I have at least 1,000 audience. So for now, since I don't have 1,000 view contents as of yet, I'm just going to create lookalike audiences with my 95% view. So with this US lookalike audience, I'm going to create 5 parts, 1 to 2, 2 to 4, 4 to 6, all the way up to 8 to 10. And the reason I only do 5 is because US itself, it's a much smaller audience, and I want the audience size to be roughly 2 to 4 million. And that's why I do sort of chunks of 2% each, because that would give me a size of, roughly 4 million each. As you can see, we've got 17 purchases so far. The lookalike audiences, 95% view is doing okay. We still haven't given enough time yet. It's just been 1 day since we've launched that lookalike audience, but already I'm launching the next set of lookalike audiences. Now I'm launching US 95% lookalike audience. And that's how you sort of scale. You launch an unlimited amount of lookalike audience. There's like, several hundreds countries, there's like worldwide, and on top of that there's just so many different custom audiences you can do lookalike audiences on. 3 second, 10 second, 25, 50, 95% view content, viewer by time spent, Instagram saves, post engagement. There's just never ending, and that's how people scale. And after you do that, you repeat that whole process again with this new whole set of data that you've collected. But yeah, you're gonna watch me launch the US lookalike audiences now. So I'm gonna speed up now because this is pretty basic stuff that you already know how to do. And yeah, we went ahead and published all the US lookalike audiences. And that's the end of today's episode. So we go over 1, finding alternative and cheaper suppliers. I show you how to go ahead and sync and override your current suppliers with new, more cheaper suppliers that you're able to find, as well as show you guys how to negotiate and get cheaper pricing. Next, we go over how to read your reports to find out the data and countries that you're selling and doing the best in. And then lastly, we go over creating lookalike US audiences to scale our campaign even further. Thank you so much for watching. If you made it this far, thank you so much. I hope you guys are having fun and finding value in this series as of now. I'm not asking for much. This is completely for free. All I ask is to drop a like below, hit the subscribe button. That's all I ask. Question of the day: we launched lookalike audiences after 4 days. We started on September the 2nd, now it's September the 6th, and after 4 days we launched lookalike audiences. How long does it take you to launch lookalike audiences? That's the question of the day. Other than that, hope you guys are having an amazing week, and I'll be seeing you guys tomorrow. Peace. And then now you could go with the free version, but I highly recommend you might as well pay the elite version. It's only $10 a month, because the main important thing is having the order switch of currency based on the person's IP and sort of address and what country they're from, it automatically converts.